Hey guys, this is Chef Farouche, founder of Indulge Right Foods at indulgeright.com and realfoodismedicine.com. In the last video, we've talked about the importance of managing your stress and how it interferes with your hormonal signaling. In this one, we're going to address sleep and the importance of getting at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Now, some of you are thinking, well, I've been doing just fine sleeping, 4 hours a night, 5 hours a night. I don't need to sleep more, plus I don't have the time for it. Sounds familiar? Well, guess what? I think you might want to make some time for more sleep. And I'm sure you'll manage somehow to make it happen. Here is why. There have been a lot of studies published on sleep or the lack of it, and the correlation of lack of sleep and weight loss or control or depressed immune system and all that. So here's the deal. As human beings, back before we had all these stimulants like electricity, TVs, cell phones and all that, video games, human beings went to bed with sunset and woke up with sunrise. That was the normal thing to do. And the only time they would not get the sleep they needed is when there was an emergency. So our human body hasn't really changed much since caveman's age. So every time you don't get enough sleep, your body assumes you are in an emergency case. When you are in an emergency case, what happens? You're under stress. Can you see now the correlation between stress and sleep and how they affect on the same hormones we've talked about? What happens when you're stressed? You get a bunch of cortisol dumped in your system, which leads to production of a bunch of sugar, which leads into dumping a bunch of insulin, so those sugars are picked up and taken to your muscles in case of a real emergency. But guess what? You don't have a real emergency, and all that extra sugar goes to your fat mass and it gets converted to more fat. So not only that, but it also trips your hormonal imbalance, right? The communication that we've talked about between in your hormones, right? In your body. How not only affects just the cortisol and insulin, but also trips everything else. It makes the lack of sleep has been shown to contribute to more anxiety, to more depression, to affecting your cognitive performance, to more inflammation, to weight gain, because you are constantly stressed, which also affects on your cravings. It makes you crave more food. Also, it increases your AGEs, which is basically kind of advanced glycation end products, which ultimately is basically what happens is a lot of the sugars that you have floating in your system bind with the proteins that you have in your system and kind of form this clogging little mixtures, which contributes to more aging. Besides that, it's been shown that it also affects on your immune system. It suppresses your immune system. So think about it. You have more inflammation, a suppressed immune system, which can lead you to being more susceptible to diseases, right? So not only the effect on your ability to release the weight, but also makes you more prone for illnesses. So you do want to take this one a little more seriously, and really, even though you have survived all this time without sleeping 8 hours, and chances are if you are listening to this one and you are trying to lose weight, that didn't serve you well. So what you got to lose? Get some more sleep. There's many ways if you can't sleep. Obviously, it's everybody has different challenges, if you would. but there are things you could do to help you sleep better. One of them could be keeping your room temperature much cooler, around 70, under 70 degrees. Keeping the electronics out of your bedroom, keeping your bedroom as dark as possible. But no matter what you do, be sure you get your 8 hours of sleep. And also, one of the important things is that happens, especially during the 6 to 8 hours, the last 2 hours, your body detoxifies from all of your toxins during that time. And also your brain detoxifies from the neurotoxins during that time as well. So you really want to get your 8 hours of sleep to help you reduce or help you in your journey to release the weight and not burn. Remember, it's important to release fat mass and not tap into your muscle mass, because your body will repair the muscles at its first chance. All right. So 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night will help you not only release the weight, but also feel much better, more energetic, and repair your system and rebuild your system, repair your hormones, and kind of rebalance your hormones. All right. So 7 to 9 hours, get busy at it.